Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin Goodman with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson. Today I want to show you how to play a easy kind of rockin' blues in A. It's a really good one for the beginners. So it has we've got the shuffle in there, we've got some 7th chords in there, nice turnaround. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look. All right, so we start off actually with the turnaround. We're just going to use it as kind of like a little intro for the song. So first thing we're going to do is you're going to go to the 9th fret of the 3rd string with your 2nd finger, and the 8th fret of the 2nd string with your 1st finger, and then the 9th fret of the 1st string with your 3rd finger. So it's kind of like the shape for D7. We're just moving it up. Now we're going to do a slide from nowhere. So we're going to slide into this, and we're going to strum it 3 times, so it's a triplet feel to it. So it's like 1, 2, 3, triplet, however you want to count it. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do the same thing but a half step lower. So now your 1st finger will be on 7, and your 2nd and 3rd finger will be on 8. And then a half step lower again. So now your 1st finger is on 6 and your 2nd and 3rd finger are on 7. And then we're going to finally follow that with your 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and your 1st finger barring the 5th fret of the 2nd and the 1st string. So we've got So, like I said, that is the turnaround, but it is the what we're using for the intro on the song as well. Okay, and then from there, we're going to go and we're going to do the shuffle part of it, which is our 1 chord. So this is going to be A. So the 5th string is open, and then we're going to be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string with your 1st finger. So you strum that twice. And then with your 2nd finger, you're going to go to the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and you're going to pick that and then do a hammer on to the 4th fret with your 3rd string. And then back to the A again, so twice. And then one more time on that A. And now you're going to take your 3rd finger and go to the 4th fret of the 4th string, and just keep your 1st finger down. Strum that once, and then back to the A. So that's the first measure. And since this is a 12-bar blues, and this is the 1 chord, we're going to have 4 bars of that. So just... All right, so now we're going to go to our 4 chord, and in this case, instead of just continuing to do like the same kind of a shuffle, we're just going to go to a D7 chord. So for that, your 1st finger is on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Your 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger is on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and the 4th string is open. And we're going to hit the 4th string open twice, and then strum the chord twice. So it's like 2 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3, and then on the end of 3, hit the 4th string again, and then strum the chord 2 more 8th notes for 4 and. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Excuse me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And there's 2 measures of that, because in the 12-bar blues we have 4 bars of 1 and then 2 bars of 4. And then we go back to the 1 chord, so we go back and do that same A shuffle again. and we do 2 measures of this. All right, and then that leads us to our 5 chord, which is going to be E7. So for E7, we've got the 6th string open, 2nd fret of the 5th string with your 2nd finger, 4th string is open, 1st fret of the 3rd string with your 3rd finger, and strings 2 and 1 are open. So we're going to do the same rhythm that we did with the D7, but now the open string we hit will be the 6th string. So we're going to do that same thing. So now in the, we've done 4 bars of 1, 2 bars of 4, and then 2 bars of 1. So now 1 bar of 5, so we just do that sequence with E7 once. Then back to the D7 for 1 measure of that. And then into that turnaround again. So this time with the turnaround, we start off, we just hit the 5th string open. And we do that same thing. And then it would just simply start over again. So just like all other 12 bars, it's just you play the whole sequence all the way through and then it starts over again. So that way if you're like jamming with a friend, you can take turns playing this rhythm while the other person solos over the top of it. So. And then if you just wanted to, play through how many times you're going to repeat it and then end, you can just end on that A, or end on an A7 if you wanted to. So if you want to do that A7, it's the 5th string open, 2nd fret of the 4th string with your 2nd finger or your 1st finger, whichever. I just personally do it this way. 3rd string is open, and then 2nd fret of the 2nd string with your 2nd finger, and then the 1st string open. But you could also play it with your first 2 fingers, whichever way is just more comfortable for you. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that and you got something out of that. If you like the lesson, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if there's something you'd like to see either myself or one of the other instructors at guitarcontrol.com do in a future lesson. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that way you be sure you don't miss any of the lessons that we publish throughout the week for myself or one of the other instructors at guitarcontrol.com. All right, well, that's all I got for you today, so until next time.